the drowned ones of Salford Quays. They still say, if you walk the old Salford docks at night, long after the bars shut, long after the trams go quiet, you'll hear them before you see them. The ghost sailors. The drowned ones. But when I first learned their names, I was 18 and foolish, and the docks were nothing more than a place to escape the noise of the city and the noise in my own head. It was a cold November night. The kind where the fog rolls in thick as wool, swallowing the warehouses, softening the glow of the lamps until everything feels unreal. I liked walking there then, when the Manchester Ship Canal went black as ink and the whole place held its breath. Old Tommy, the night watchman, warned me every time. Keep to the lit paths, lad, he'd mutter, pipe smoke drifting around his head like a ghost of its own. The water gear remembers. And it remembers who it's taken. I thought he meant drunks falling in, or workers lost in the old days. I didn't understand he meant sailors who never came back at all. The first night. I saw the first ghost at the end of Pier 8. I heard him before anything, boots on the wooden planks, heavy, dragging as though soaked through. I turned, expecting a drunk stumbling home. Instead I saw a man in an old pea coat, dripping wet, head bowed. He walked straight past me. His skin had the colour of candle wax. His fingers dangled, swollen and pale, as if bloated by days underwater. And where his eyes should have been, nothing but black hollows full of river silt. He didn't look at me. Didn't speak. Just walked toward the water. And stepped off the edge without a splash. Only a deep creak of the dock would, as if relieved to let him go. I ran home shaking so hard my teeth clattered. Tommy's warning. The next night, I found Tommy waiting for me at the gate. "You've seen Em, haven't you?" he asked quietly. I didn't answer, but he nodded anyway. They come back when the river's calling. Sailors lost in the deep. Men swallowed by fog, storms, or worse. The canal is only one way in. The sea carries more than ships, lad. Sometimes it carries the dead. He looked out toward the black water. They're looking for something. Or someone. I tried to laugh it off. "You're trying to scare me." He fixed me with a tired stare. "If I wanted to scare you, I'd tell you what happens when they find the someone they're looking for." The second night. I should have stayed away. But youth is stupid, and curiosity even stupider. So I went back. The fog that night was so thick it felt like a wall pressing against my skin. The lamps glowed dim, swallowed whole within minutes. Every sound echoed, distant gulls, shifting water, the creak of rusted cranes. Then I heard it, a low, dragging chorus of boots. Not one pair. Dozens. I turned. They were coming out of the fog. A line of sailors, men in tattered uniforms, coats heavy with water, caps tilted as though the wind still blew on them from some distant, raging sea. Their faces were grey, hollow-cheeked. Their eyes black pits that drank the light. They moved in silence except for the drip, drip, drip of seawater falling from their sleeves. One stepped forward. He lifted a hand, pointing directly at me with a finger like bone wrapped in wet parchment. "You," he whispered, voice like the canal's undertow. "You hear us." I stumbled back. "What do you want?" The ghost's head tilted. To be pulled ashore. A wet breath. To be remembered. Another step. To be replaced. My heart froze. Replaced. The ghosts behind him began to whisper, voices like wind in broken rigging. One must go back. One must drown. One must join the crew. I ran. Boots thundered behind me, their boots slapping the planks, dragging across stone. I swear I felt cold fingers brush the back of my neck as I sprinted toward the lights of the main road. When I burst out of the fog, Tommy was waiting, lantern raised. "You fool," he hissed. "You don't run from tea-drowned ones. They follow you home." The last night. I haven't been back since. Tommy retired years ago. Some say he saw something himself, something worse than the sailors. something deeper. Because the last thing he ever said to me was, once the ghosts choose you, lad, they won't stop. Water remembers its debt. And even now, sometimes when I walk home alone on a foggy night, I hear boots behind me. Dragging. Waterlogged. Patient. And I know one truth, the ghost sailors of Salford docks never let the living walk free forever.